Today's adventure takes place in downtown Chatsworth, Georgia. As you can see right ahead of me is the Chamber of Commerce building with their newly painted mural of a bear and the shaky mud, about to be open very soon. But we're not here for that today. As much as I want to document Little Rome, that's another time. We're here to celebrate 115 years of this amazing place. And hello my friends, Mr. Nomad Ben here. Welcome to Surprise Vlog Sunday. We're here at the Wright Hotel, an historic hotel that turned 115 years old today. So I wasn't sure if I was going to make it because this is the last Saturday. It's going to be open for some free tours, or just the museum being open for free. So either way, I'm here and I want to take advantage of the time, so I'm so glad I made it. So we're going to come here, enjoy this hotel structure, and see what else is going on throughout the town of Chatsworth this particular day. And here we go.
It's all about where you've been, Nomad Ben. Tell us all about the finer points of living in his traveling. Food, beer, history, nature quest, every corner of the world to the great Midwest. Tell us all about where you've been, Nomad Ben.
And here we are, friends, the historic Wright Hotel, celebrating 115 years today. Free tours until 4 p.m. I'm just shy of probably around 3:10, 3:15 as I arrive, as well as the museum being open and free admission today. Just kind of admire the structure. 115 years. The Wright Hotel, 1909, preserved by the Whitfield Murray Historical Society. Well, let's go ahead and make our way inside. Made it inside the hotel, been very welcomed by the Historical Society as I walked in. Every room is open for exploration today. We got a little setup right over here. 115 years of the Wright Hotel, the historic Wright Hotel to be exact. Really cool looking pigs that they got here. They're available for purchase. We also got some postcards here. Check that out. Look at that. They give you a pamphlet of everything we need to know about the hotel as we walk around. So just kind of made my way inside over here. The first room I saw, the history of Murray County in this book. The standard computing scale, manufactured in Detroit, Michigan. It says that these scales are from T.H. Keith's store at Tenga and are close to a century years old. Wow. And take a look at this old cash register. Got some pictures. We also have some coins, Haitian coins, owned by Henry Brombet, local bus driver and property of the old Ford Theater. We've got some arrowheads. It's going to near a lot of the Native American history around here by Mr. Wright here. There's the extra t-shirts to purchase over here. And we got an aerial view of North Murray High. Alright, let's make our way to the next room over here. And the rooms for right back then, if you can see, is going to zoom in right here. Looks like the rooms were $3 for a single bed. Double beds would have been for $5. You can't beat hotel prices like that. We've got some pretty neat looking pictures here of some paintings of people. Glass. There's the courthouse, the Chief Van House, and here's the Wright Hotel, and the Chatsworth Depot, which is right next door. There's something going on today about that, but I'm hoping I could make my way over there. Let's just kind of walk around a Carnival glass collection of the mid-1900s. Kind of a little lounge area. Place to hang out. Old tiny mirror. Hello, everybody. We got some glass figurines. Yeah, my great grandmother actually. I think my grandpa has it now. Very similar looking glass figurines, but they're actually with the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So very similar to that, but very old and very valuable figurines. More paintings, nice looking couch. And then we got the baptizing at the River Jordan fan to stay cool and get your fill of Jesus. And here's a dining area. More cups and china and a desk board. Looks like some pictures on restoration of this place as they're keeping on the table. But everything in here is all original, 115 years. Old-timey clock. Is that going on? And it looks like it's a double-sider here because you can also get things on the other side. Hello there. So you can see you can serve both sides of dining and kitchen right over there. And there's the other side over here. And before iPhones and normal cell phones, or even before dial tone phones, you had these kind of phones. Look at that. You would talk in there and you would put your ear over this. And if you needed to take notes from the call, here is some ink pens. Right in that little contraption there, and you write down in front of these maybe dwarfs or something. And then there's also right on top of the radio as well. And here's an example of what a single bed hotel room would look like. A little fireplace, a bed, and a radio. Very cool. So this is a sun lamp that the historian wanted to show me. So you put these on, were you doing make some makeup or something? Or?
No, it was like a sun tanning.
Oh, so this was like a tanning thing back in the day. Wow.
And of course they wore high collars, so the only thing that showed was the face.
Wow, that is really cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Feel this. You pick it up.
Oh.
How heavy it is.
Yeah. I feel like I'm about to hold. I don't know. This is like a tool. Ooh.
It's a hairdryer.
This is a hairdryer?
Yes.
Oh my. Well, I don't have my hair. I have my hat on. I don't know how I'm going to do my. That's really cool. Wow. Are you gonna plug it in and see if it still works?
No, thank you.
No. You don't want to try it?
No.
All right. We did the downstairs. We're gonna make our way upstairs. There's President Kennedy's inaugural address up here. So make your way upstairs and get greeted by President Kennedy. And look at this old fire extinguisher compared to the new one. And here is another Bed in here. Hotel room. Fireplace. Hand washing station, a little dresser. Look at that. And here's a restroom in here and a bathtub. Got some paintings. Looks like a Venice, Italy. Yeah, look at the information about the dog. Fala, FDR's pet from the 1930s. Belonged to Boona Brown of Eton. And FDR definitely has history in Georgia, so it wouldn't surprise me if FDR may have stayed here or had something to do with Chatsworth. A little view from upstairs. Chair. Little gaming area. Look at that. They got. I believe that looks like it's. Looks like Chinese checkers. Yeah, a normal checkerboard. We got something like this. Pictures of some Native Americans. Just kind of a little recreational area. Kind of make our way inside here. Old air conditioning unit, look at that. Or a heating unit. You know, we got a fan here. You got a fan of baptism at River Jordan, but this one is a fan of the golden 1912 girl. And we got some presidential ashtrays here. There's one of all of Washington, D.C. in this ashtray. Then you got President Kennedy and Robert Kennedy. Give a shout out to the Holy Bible. We got a little bust of JFK right here. Closet space. Just imagine this is all you really needed for closet space to travel. And this bathroom is slightly bigger than the other one. Or it might be a shared bathroom, actually. And here is the laundry room display in here. The historians are telling me these are donated items to be put back in here. A little washboard here. Ironing board. Look at that, that was a curling iron. Talk about the hairdryer that we saw earlier. That was the hairdryer, but that's a curling iron. And it is a shared bathroom with that other hotel room over there. And this is called the setup from the wooden Boss machine. Called the Bosch machine. Okay, so this is called the washboards and scrubbers. We use to clean the washboards themselves. Okay. And then there's, I would say that this is the washing machine. There's more hand washboards over here. And got a little, while you're doing your washing, you got a view of historic Chatsworth. But now it's an industrial building right over there. And over here would be the record player. And some more card games to play. It looks like this is a little poker set. Look at that. Imagine owning something like that. And here's another fan of Eton, Georgia, 1912. Make your way in this hotel room. A little typewriter. Now I have the pamphlet explains all the information, but I'm also trying to catch the other event going on that also closes at the same time as the Wright Hotel. So I'll leave in the end of this vlog of things you could read on the pamphlet. I'll take some snapshots and put it in the end of the vlog, so everything that you could read. A little fireplace. A little mirror. So is it the bigger the Word of God is, the better it is? I don't know. That's one big Bible. I also got a bathroom in here. Look at the cover in that bathroom. And another Bible. Speaking of Bible, Reverend William E. Shelf of the Econ stopped by the hotel to baptize. And a lion Tim Wright here in the big bathtub. So there was a baptism that was done in this bathtub by that reverend. Very cool. And this looks like kind of a fun room for the kids in here. Some old-timey baby clothes in here. There's some toys for the kids. They look like a kaleidoscope. Isn't that cool? A little lantern, fireplace, baseball bats, life-size dolls, toy gun from the 1940s, little dollhouse, baby doll, and this is a battery-operated skipping monkey. All right, and there's the Roy Rogers and the Cowboy Toby reading books here. Little racing cars. Look at this, I discovered this just now. You know, this is probably ahead of its time for the hotel, but an old-timey picture of the 1982 World's Fair in here. And here is another room over here. Scarlet Thumb. My grandmother would appreciate this one, the Gone with the Wind. So it might be a music book or something, or I just don't want to touch anything because this is all original and that's still cool. Gone with the Wind. A little bed in here. Look at this whole camera right here. And it looks like another Bible, and it was left either the chapter 16 through chapter 17 in the 2nd Samuel, and a bottle of Coke. So nothing like taking a relaxing day in this hotel, drinking Coca-Cola and reading the Bible. And check this out, this is Pollyanna. If you guys are very familiar with very classic Disney films. House fan over here, and look how old this Monopoly board is. Wow. Alright, I got about 25 minutes until the other event's over, so we're going to go brisk this in here upstairs. So we're going to make our way to the 3rd floor right now. So we made our way upstairs. Looks like this is very dedicated to Native American culture up here, and some weaving. And you know that this side of Georgia is all about the carpet and weaving designs. Well, how cool that is. Pictures of some Native American drawings up here. The Apache wedding ceremony. And this room is a nursing room, or a little infirmary, my bad. Some clothes, medical tools for Catherine Wright, earning her diplomas and degrees. You know, a little fan, another fan of blood pressure tips. There's our ledgers and index cards, wheelchair and nursing outfits and crutches, and a view of outside. And here's the last room upstairs. As I'm reading in the back of this, this is William Bill Raines' possessions in here. Of a shaving material, his golf clubs. Look how old these golf clubs are. His binoculars, his books. This guy was definitely an outdoors man. I love his adventures. And there's the old phone right there. That. This is the last room of the house. My friends, the Wright Hotel. 115 years. So as I was leaving, the Historic Society told me to turn around and document the history of the rock. This is where everybody's mail in the hotel room will be right here, so it does not get blown away when the doors were open. So it's called the Rock. So this is the original Rock, not Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, just the Wright Hotel Rock. And here's a picture of Kate Wright with the actual rock in her hand. Really cool. And that, friends, was 115 years of the Wright Hotel here in downtown Chatsworth. Such rich history that this amazing little town has. Like I said, I love Chatsworth, and I think this town definitely needs some love and be recognized for a lot of things here. So now that we're done here, we're gonna make our way over to the Chatsworth Depot and catch whatever they got left going on. I know they got like a little Thomas the Train engine setup going on, but let's go check out what's going on over there. And here is the caboose. I think the last time I was here, I gave some shout outs to the caboose, but it looks like it's open to the public. So we're gonna make our way inside the caboose. The SCL L&N, I think it's Louisville and Nashville, if I'm not mistaken. And there's the depot right here. I'm just trying to make it just in time before this place closes up, but we're gonna make our way inside the caboose. See, turn radio and lights off, think safety. Little cooking station fireplace here. A big thank you to the donors. This is what it looked like to travel in this caboose. A little kitchenette area, a little restroom right over here. You use your business there, do your business. Wash your hands here. There's the Toll House cookies and Maxwell coffee, a pretty good combination, actually. And it looks like we got more seating up here. That's cool. Make your way up. And then here is the sleeping areas. Yeah, it's really cool. And there's the Luke Jarrett leather vest. This vest was worn by the L&N employee Luke Jarrett during the time he was working for the railroad. And this is got a dedication from the Whitfield Murray Historical Society. Alright, let's make our way in the depot. And here is the Chatsworth, Georgia version of Thomas the Train right here. Offering some free train rides for the kiddos. Not like the one we saw in Chattanooga a while back, but something really cool to see. We'll make our way over here. See if we can catch some model trains happening. Alright, I'm inside the depot now. It's nice and cool in here, actually. There's the little timetable here. Some newspaper articles and pictures. The station agent, W.A. West. And there's the picture of the caboose. And the historic photos of the depot. And Eton Depot. There's the Chatsworth one right here. That one was Cisco. That's another little town I want to visit one of these days for my channel. And Eton as well. A little bit of townships, actually. And then there's the Chatsworth
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
That's really cool.
This is cool.
Make our way up here.
And that's hard.
State of Georgia. Little barrels and traffic lights.
Make it look so.
And here's a model train of Percy. Oh, you gotta go to Buc-ee's. This is the Sevierville version. Yeah, it's so cool.
Which is, that's why.
Like never. Even they got holiday specialty Coca-Cola over here.
We had stopped at
Coke Classic, actually.
last year she had got so written by
And there's Thomas over here. It looks like he's not being active right now.
Turn him on.
You gotta go turn on Thomas?
Annie and Clarabelle are acting up. They have squeaky wheels.
Oh no! Oh man. You've got Thomas activated. Yeah, there's Thomas. Going through the wooden floor forest of Solar Island. Look at that. Old-timey typewriters. And there's some up-to-date kind of model trains here. Got Thomas over here too. That's so cool. Really happy I can have an opportunity to document some model trains for everybody. I've been wanting to go to a model train for my channel for quite some time. Is this a model of like of Chatsworth or a particular town? Just a fun little setup?
Just all fiction.
Okay, awesome. Okay.
Belonged originally to a retired teacher from here that passed away.
Okay.
And it was in his shop. He was working on it. Basically, it was a raw plywood board with track and buildings and trains on it when he passed away. And his wife called us after he'd been dead about 10 years and said, if y'all want it, come get it.
Okay.
And so we did. Put it on a table for a while. It wasn't... didn't provide enough stability, and we had a lot of derail problems, and so eventually we decided we either had to get rid of it or put a better case and display, and so we did. Had a local person build the cabinet for it, and then we had a model railroader from Etowah, Tennessee come down a couple of times a month and work on all the scenery.
Wow.
Got it scenery for us. So.
That's so cool.
Ed Campbell.
Awesome.
Part-time minister and teacher.
Thanks for the information. That's great. And here's some more history of the depot and railroad material in here. And there's the rivets and nails. Date nails, as they'll call it. And here's the freight scales. Look at that. The manufactured in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania freight scale. California's nature-flavored large prunes. And there's the Flamingo train number 17 near Atlanta, 1939. The Flamingo, the L&N introduced the Flamingo in 1925 in September, providing service between Detroit, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Atlanta, and Florida destinations. Trains numbered 17 and 18 were used at this route. They took the cold water to West Knoxville. The route from Knoxville to Atlanta was through Chatsworth. Wow. There was a gentleman right by the model train set telling me some more history. I wish I recorded it. But FDR has a lot of Georgia history with Warm Springs, Georgia. And I don't know if it was just an occasion or just one night, but he needed a place to park his train, and he parked and spent the night in his quarters right here at this depot. Not the Wright Hotel, but here in the quarters right outside this train station.
But you know, Susan does go. Real Susan Brown from church. Yeah. She says she goes, well, she goes to Bojangles and has.
And there's a railroad phone box. Cannot open because it will fall. And the talc room is in here where I just walked in. The talc room. There's the Murray County's talc history. The history of the talc industry in Murray County was from the 1880s up until the 1980s. The real story of its people, the mining companies, and especially their employees, talc processing, is said that the oldest industry in Murray County has been carried out by generations of hardy, industrious, indigenous, honest, and most Scot-Irish ancestry. In the years up to 1930s, interest in talc was limited to the production of steel-making crayons or pencils. In steel fabrication, crayon talc held the line of marking patterns on metal that was cut by intense heat of acetylene torches. Wow, a lot of history. Looks like they're taking off with a family on the train over here. And here's an aerial geology. There's our town of Dalton. And then there's Chatsworth. There's a picture of normal fault on the 4th level of the southern mine. Okay. I didn't realize that there was like mining history. I thought it was more in North Carolina, but I did not know there was actually mining history right here in Chatsworth, Georgia. Some marble, talc, which is what talc would look like here. Light grade shale, pink quartz. I used to be big into rocks and volcanology and geology too myself, so it's really cool to see stuff like this. Maybe I could kind of reopen my interest in rocks again, because I had no idea that this kind of stuff was in Chatsworth. I thought it was, like I said, I thought it was more like in North Carolina or more toward the ocean would be some mining, but did not know mining happened here. I didn't know that Chatsworth was also a mining town. It's colorful minerals of the United States right here. Time clocks. Time clocks used at the talc mill, donated by Woody Glenn. And the Joseph Holmes Safety Association. So $6 per 2,000 pounds, Chatsworth, Georgia. Talc shell to be shipped in bulk. Wow. Some more talc photos. Here's kind of a blueprint of what things would look like too. The test drilling for iron ore over here, underground mining. I believe it was part of the mountain over here. Hauling plants, ore pile, mining portal. And some ore was shipped in by ship. This is really cool. So right outside the depot, here's a little riding attraction for the kiddos. I would love to try this out, but maybe I'm a little too big for this. But a little hand crank action. You go on this track and you make it to the other side and back. I remember attractions like this when I was a boy at this Wild West theme park outside of Illinois where I grew up. And it was a much bigger track than this. It was kind of like all over a property, and it'll meet you right back where you started. And I remember Lake Winnie having something very similar too, if I remember, at their museum. But that is really cool that they have something like this set up for the kids to enjoy today. Okay, so the owner of the ride told me to give this a try, and I'm like, well, okay, I might be a little too big, but sure, what the heck, I'll try it out. Here's the 7.5 gauge hand car. Everything you need to know here. Now you were telling me some information. I said, no, you gotta share this on my channel. So what was this behind this? And you said you made this.
Yes, sir.
So what was the inspiration to make this candy car?
Well, the inspiration was actually used to Lake Winnie, they had the Hodges hand cars that was there. And I was thinking it would be real nice. And then there was some friends of ours up in Marable where they had 7.5 gauge train that went around their house. And I was thinking that was a nice gauge. So I thought that I could maybe get some parts and maybe make a hand car that would be kind of similar to like what was at Lake Winnie,
Yeah.
based on 7.5 gauge.
I remember seeing it at the museum when I documented a whole summer's worth of content out there, seeing it in the museum. When I saw that, it reminded me of that what I saw.
Right.
And I had reliving a childhood thing of mine when I went to a theme park outside of Illinois with my grandparents when I was little. There's something very similar to this as well. So this was really cool. Thank you guys for letting me relive some childhood memories with this. That was fun. Thank you. And that, friends, was the Wright Hotel. Looks like you got the old signage of the old Chatsworth Hotel right behind here, and the depot right over here. A lot of great conversations with Tom and Carrie over there about their love for trains and that particular vehicle.